I'm going to say this plainly. What we're watching right now is the purging of Jews from public life. Not all at once, not with laws, but through delegitimization, through campaigns that decide which Jews are allowed to stay visible and which Jews need to be pushed out. Start with Bari Weiss. At CBS, 60 Minutes had a segment on El Salvador's Secot prison. It was scheduled to air, and then it was held. Bari Weiss explained publicly that she didn't kill the piece. She said it wasn't ready yet, that it needed more reporting and missing context before airing. That's a normal editorial call. But the narrative very quickly became that the Jewish editor censored journalism. Not the network, not the process, the Jewish editor. That's purging. Now, Jessica Tisch, New York City's police commissioner. Tisch spoke publicly about the need for stronger safety and policing around Jewish institutions and Jewish communities when pro-Palestine protests are present. Alliteration, say that 3 times fast. Shortly after that, a campaign signed by more than 3,500 attorneys and public defenders called for her removal. What matters here isn't disagreement over policing. It's that her Jewish identity, her family and its wealth, and her connections to Jewish and Israel-related institutions were pulled into the argument for why she had to go. That's not debate, that's purging. Now, the right. Ben Shapiro goes to a big conservative conference, the annual event run by Charlie Kirk's Turning Point organization, and he calls out Jew hate inside his own political camp, including the normalization of figures like Nick Fuentes and the refusal to confront it by people like Tucker Carlson. He's disloyal, he's a traitor, he needs to be driven out. Different politics, same move. Still purging. Now Ezra Klein. He had a book coming out and he made comments arguing that the left has become too rigid, too purity driven, and not focused enough on actually building things. That was it. And for that, a loud part of the left turned on him. Not, we disagree, but he's suspect, he's dangerous, he's helping the other side. That's purging too. These 4 people don't agree with each other. They don't share politics, they don't share institutions. Some of them openly dislike each other. What they share is simple. They are Jews, and they stepped out of an ideological script in public life. And there's one more thing that I have to say out loud. The anti-Zionist hate movement, as it shows up in the real world, has 2 end goals. One is purging Jews from public life, from leadership, media, legitimacy, and voice. And the other is what happens when that delegitimization turns into violence. We've already seen that, including deadly attacks on Jews in public spaces. I'm not saying every one of these moments is coordinated. I'm saying the direction is clear. And here's the honest part. I want to sound strong, defiant, certain, but what I actually feel is beleaguered and exhausted. Because history shows that mass violence doesn't come out of nowhere. It starts with purging, with deciding which Jews are acceptable and which Jews need to disappear from view. Take a hike, Jew. So if I sound tired, that's why. And if I still speak anyway, it's because silence has never protected us.